Welcome to Auburn Football Everyday, driven by Toyota. On the show, we're going to go behind the scenes in the Auburn football program with feature content on our brand new platform, WarEagle Plus. My sit down with Auburn's former linebacker, now President Pro Tem of the Auburn Board of Trustees, Quentin Riggins. And you'll hear from Auburn's senior tight end, Luke Deal, in advance of Auburn's trip to Cal. But first, to the Auburn locker room after the Tigers win on opening day against Umass.
We never, don't you ever in life, don't you ever in football, don't you ever with your family, don't you ever forget to celebrate when you have victories.
Sure.
So ever, I don't care how they come. They're hard to come by in life. They're hard to come by in life. They're hard to come by in college football. They're hard to come by. So, man, you celebrate it.
Everybody.
Hey, how do we celebrate it? Auburn with a win. Look it down.
1, 2, 3, 4. WarEagle right on the field. Never to conquer, never to yield. WarEagle for the truth. Right on the old damn boom. Go, go, go. WarEagle strike at the man. You bell, set it up. Hey, WarEagle for Auburn. Hey!
I mean, it's always a great crowd here. I mean, before every game, I literally take it in. I just look at the stands. Literally before every game. It become a tradition. Because it's not every day that you really get to see these experiences, this stuff that people really dream of. You know, you playing in front of 88,000. At least 80,000 every week, like at least, like any game. So like, it's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
It was amazing. The fans showed out. I was so blessed to be able to be in the atmosphere for the first time, just experience my, first game here, and I played pretty well, and we got a win, so I'm excited for it.
I mean, it's been fun just to see the growth, just definitely matured just as a quarterback and as a player. I mean, that's what I had to do. I mean, I just wasn't where I wanted to be last year, and just to see the hard work, might not be a starting quarterback right now, but still, I got to go out there every day like I am the guy and just prepare and just be ready when my name's called to be able to help my team. So it was just good to be able to contribute in any way I could.
I mean, it feels good to be back. I didn't really think about it until you just said this is my first game in a long time. I missed, I think the last 4 games last year, so just to be back out there, I mean, it feels great. I'm doing something I love with my teammates. I just got to thank God.
My job is not solely to be the best player I can be, but also is to elevate the players around me, and these guys are my brothers. You want to talk about family sacrifice for each other and try to build each other up to make each other better, and that's what I do every single day. It doesn't stop. When we get between the white lines, it actually heightens. So.
Auburn Football Everyday is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And by Tiger Talk, the official radio show of the Auburn Tigers. Tune in Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central on your local Auburn Sports Network affiliate.
Welcome back to Auburn Football Everyday. The Hugh Freeze era on the Plains opened with a 59-14 win against Umass. Let's take a look at the highlights presented by Truckworks.
First home game, first win, a crazy environment. Is it what you thought it would feel like?
The first win at Auburn will be special, and I think we've got great momentum right now. Our fans have been incredible. Season ticket sales have been incredible. Recruiting's going well. So to me, that first win just says, hey, they're one step closer.
Anticipation for the college football season is at an all-time high in the Plains. Hugh Freeze is in charge, and the Auburn family has responded with a record number of tickets sold. Good afternoon to WarEagle from Jordan-Hare Stadium.
It's the start today, right? Today's the first chapter. What are we going to do about it? But it starts today.
It's all about that ball. Hey, it's all about this ball now. Relentless effort. We going to be that light today.
I told you this week, you might ought to make sure that the first chapter is one that catches people's attention. So you ought to play with that passion and that heart, the Auburn heart. Bring the Auburn spirit. Bring the Auburn energy back to this stadium. Bring it back. Get it started right now. You got 7 opportunities in this place. Make every one of them count. Got it?
A new start for Auburn. A record crowd of over 88,000 is revved up. Let's get this season started. Alston back into the ball game for Auburn. Turns, hands the ball. Alston vaults into the end zone. Touchdown Auburn. Play action. Look, and he goes down. Good initial rush for the Tigers up front. Scott to the 40. Scott to the 45. Tries to get to the Auburn sideline. He does. He's across midfield. One more block to get. He gets it down the sideline to the 20 and out of bounds at the 15. Pass Ashford around the left end. Ashford 10, 5, touchdown Robbie Ashford. Just jumps across the goal line for the score. Kumachan looks to throw, gets pressure. Ball is loose. It's picked up by the Tigers down this sideline. It's a roll to the near side of the field. Ashford dives. He got the pylon. Touchdown, Robbie Ashford. His third touchdown of the first half. It's a sack. It's a sack. Number 9, Eugene Asante.
Eugene Asante getting in there and making a tackle.
So we've got to strain now for every play you're in there to improve from the first half to the second half. Let's get better the second half. It's us against us playing every play. Got it?
Throws and it's picked off. It's going to be a pick six all the way to the end zone.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Steps and he throws up the seam. Wide open, fair. Touchdown. Big haul, Jeremiah Cobb. Touchdown. Jeremiah Cobb. Sean Jackson to the 10. Touchdown, Sean Jackson. And Auburn will win it on opening day. And some hugs for Hugh Freeze as he will go to midfield on opening day for 2023 in front of a record crowd of over 88,000. Auburn wins against Umass.
Don't you ever in life, don't you ever in football, don't you ever with your family, don't you ever, ever, ever forget to celebrate when you have victories. I mean, come on, the first team was scoring. I hope it's the first of many. You guys are absolutely the best. We're so thankful to have you as supporters.
We're so thankful for you.
Oh, listen. Y'all are incredible.
Championship moments. Celebrating Auburn's 1983, 93, and 2013 football teams is presented by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. In week 3 of the 2013 season, Auburn hosted Mississippi State for their SEC opener. The Bulldogs took a 20-17 lead going into the fourth quarter. With 1:45 left on the clock, the Tigers took over on their own 18-yard line for its last shot to win the game.
Marshall, pump fake, into the end zone. Uzama, touchdown Auburn! Touchdown Auburn! CJ in the corner of the end zone. CJ Uzama gives Auburn the lead.
At Auburn, a spirit that is not afraid meets work, hard work. We're not just learners, we're doers. From classroom to career, an Auburn education changes lives, changes communities, changes the world. We build leaders to shape the future. This is who we are. This is Auburn at Work.
Welcome back to Auburn Football Everyday. Luke Deal is one of Auburn's senior leaders on this squad. As a matter of fact, he is one of Auburn's 4 team captains. So let's get to know the Auburn senior tight end from Greenwood, South Carolina. You'll be able to learn more about this on The Flight, coming soon to WarEagle Plus.
A new staff is in place, but establishing a healthy hierarchy requires more. Through the transition and into the new year ahead, leaders amongst the team need to rise up and take position. Sitting at the top is 5th-year tight end Luke Deal.
Let's work! The stretch routine is probably my favorite part of the day. Old man like me, loosen the joints up a little bit. We got you today. Solo, solo! Red, sit! Your Sony was like textbook. Like he bit too. He most often went forward. It was awesome. How's it going, 11? Yes, sir. What's up, Jair?
Leadership doesn't just happen on the practice field or in the locker room.
Come over to the house. Again. Anytime.
Luke and his wife, Ansley, have made it a priority to welcome the team into their home. The best way to welcome guests? A freshly cut lawn, of course.
It is definitely an obsession. That is the best word to describe it. With our little off time that we have, I feel like he's always outside in the grass.
I don't know, it's just a really satisfying thing. It's something that just is really therapeutic for me. I can go out there and just kind of empty my mind and just follow the lines and roll.
Best line in Auburn right here.
We push, we ride, nice crisp line.
One of Luke's groomsmen said at our rehearsal dinner in his speech that I'm like the team mom, and that stuck with me. So I'm trying to live up to that title and just make sure all the guys know that they have a place here, they can get a meal or a couch to sit on, or support them on and off the field.
Shout out Angel to being the best wife to Luke Deal, and you know what I'm saying, looking out for us when we need you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of guys since this season started. I mean, coming over, we have Sunday night dinners here, have a bunch of guys, different guys every time usually, and just come over, hang out, fellowship, and Ansley cooks a great meal as always. She's a great cook, which is one of the reasons why I held on to her. So being kind of like the older people for some of these young guys to look up to, and not just look up to, but just have a little bit of guidance in their life, and that's been a role for us that Ansley's done a great job with, and I feel like that's one of my biggest roles on the team, is kind of being a mentor, being a leader. Control what you can control. Be much happier in life when you do that. I feel like this year, more than any year I've been here, I felt I could bring value to this team, and want to go out with a bang, want to go out and make the Auburn family proud.
Auburn Football Everyday is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters. And by WarEagle Plus, coming this fall.
At Auburn, a spirit that is not afraid meets work, hard work. We're not just learners, we're doers. From classroom to career, an Auburn education changes lives, changes communities, changes the world. We build leaders to shape the future. This is who we are. This is Auburn at Work.
WarEagle Plus. It's your team on your time. WarEagle Plus takes you inside the planes with premium content you'll find nowhere else.
Do this for Auburn!
In-depth features, interviews, and the stories of Auburn women and men as they fly down the field. Auburn wins! And soar on to victory. Coming soon, more of your Auburn Tigers with WarEagle Plus.
Welcome back to Auburn Football Everyday. Recently, I sat down with Auburn's President Pro Tem of the Board of Trustees, Quentin Riggins, in the Talking Tigers podcast. Here's a little bit of that conversation, and you can watch and listen to the entire interview coming up on WarEagle Plus. We welcome the President Pro Tem of the Auburn University Board of Trustees, former Auburn linebacker, sideline reporter for the Auburn Sports Network, Quentin Riggins. WarEagle, welcome.
WarEagle, thank you.
From flipping burgers in high school, even the day that you came on your recruiting visit to President Pro Tem of the Auburn University Board of Trustees.
What a ride. Didn't see that coming. I went to Auburn Southwest Louisiana football game, and that was Bo Jackson, 1985, his senior year. My first time being to a big game like that. And that's when Dad over at Sewell Hall, as the coach was going through itinerary of the day, he made it perfectly clear to Coach Daniels, who was recruiting me at the time, hey, he's not going to be able to stay for the full game. Missy Dye, Coach Dye's oldest daughter, was my recruiter. She sneaks us off to the side in Sewell Hall, and we go down and we go meet Coach in his study. And Coach is great and gracious, and he says you're the best linebacker in the state. We believe you're the best linebacker in the state, and we want you to come to Auburn. And then he goes through the itinerary. Sure enough, he said, Coach, appreciate it, but we will not be staying for the full game. Quentin has to be at work at 5 o'clock, and we're leaving at halftime. Little did I know how important that was in my growth, my opportunity, and what propelled me to be on Auburn's radar even more so.
What does it mean to you? What does it mean to your family that you're now the president pro tem of the Auburn University Board of Trustees, your alma mater?
You know, to me, coming here, I didn't see it coming. I didn't expect it. I think the secret sauce, Andy, to the whole picture is whether any sport, football, basketball, softball, whatever it may be, that your academic scholarship is that vehicle that gets you to your dreams. A lot of your fundamentals you learn here that will allow you to be successful in your day job when you're 55 like me.
What I keep hearing over and over, and I believe it as well, is this athletic department, from the athletic department all the way to Sanford Hall, is as aligned as it has been in a number of years. Do you see that in your role now as president pro tem of the Auburn University Board of Trustees?
In the simple answer, yes. I would be excited about the leadership of Chris Roberts, President Roberts. Brilliant person, his wife Tracy, super nice, approachable. She's going to be at games, events. We got two people who've been on campus here for 20, 30 years. They understand the culture, and they embody the Auburn creed. Cohen is always an old baseball coach who's won some championships. He understands what it takes. He's got playing vision, and I really, really like him. He lets the coaches coach, and he provides them the leadership, and he gives them what they need to be successful. As I take my pro tem hat off and my Auburn fan hat on, I'm looking forward to a couple of great runs. And I told my own daughter, Madison, who is a graduate here too, I just get ready to go to some good games. Get ready to go to some good postseason games. Don't be shy about winning. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of fun in the years to come.
My first Tuesday on this campus was in September of 1988. It was Tennessee Week. And Tuesday was press conference day. Coach Dye would meet with the media, and then the old courtyard at Sewell Hall is where the electronic media met with players. And the first player that I talked to at Auburn University, the first student athlete I talked to, was this linebacker named Quentin Riggins. And that has started a tremendous relationship, a tremendous friendship that I am so grateful for and so proud of what you have done with your life and your family. And I look forward to many, many years moving forward. Thank you very much for your time today, Quentin.
Thank you, Andy, and war down, Eagle.
Welcome back to Auburn Football Everyday, driven by Toyota. Next up for Auburn, a trip to the West Coast. Here's a preview of Auburn's trip to Cal.
Cal is, gosh, they're talented. Wilcox is a great defensive mind. They're very sound on that side, not flashy, but sound. And he does a really nice job there. And then offensively, they're extremely scary. That tailback he's one of the best ones I've seen. And obviously they had 670 yards, I think it was, last week, and go fast. They got about 100 plays in the game. And
I think it's going to be a test of us and kind of who we are as a football team. Are we more business or what are we like? And I think that's going to be a big thing. I think you're going to have to fly 5 hours and go play a team. That's going to be something big for us. I think it's going to be a great test of who we are. It's going to kind of get us ready to go start playing in SEC play and stuff. I mean, obviously we have Sanford after, but right now all that matters is going and playing Cal. So
it's a high-rated offense. I mean, last week they put up a lot of points. So just being able to get a chance to showcase our defense this week, I feel like we want to take advantage of an offense that people look at high of, and just being able to go in and dominate and showcase our skill sets as in the defensive back group, but also as a defense in general, getting some guys back, getting healthy, and then, you know, just being able to showcase our skill talent.
This will be a good test for all of us, coaches, training staff, nutritionists, strength staff, support staff, players. How do we handle, you know, if things are a little uncomfortable or it's not exactly the way we want it? And I'm speaking to myself as much as anyone. And you've got to play a really good football team. And at their place, when our body times are 9:30 or 10 at night and we're kicking it off, and so all of that's going to be a challenge, but you know what, that's what life is. And so how we approach it and the attitude we have for the opportunity we have, it ought to be one of gratitude and thankfulness, and we got to suck it up and fly a long flight, and that's what we got to do. And we get another opportunity to represent this school, our conference, and each other, and so let's go make the most of it.
The game begins at 9:30 Central Time. Our pregame programming on the Auburn Sports Network begins with the Tiger Tailgate Show at 6:30. Thank you for joining us on Auburn Football Every Day, driven by Toyota.